When I created my very own club in Spain, I did not expect that in just 2 seasons, we'll win the Segunda Division, qualify for La Liga, and then even qualify for Champions League football. And this is despite our managers being constantly stolen. Remember Pepe Gordon? Yes, the man who was obsessed with Pep Guardiola. He was the one who got us promoted to La Liga, but then Real Betis offered him a bigger project and he was stolen. Similarly, when we hired Xavi as his replacement, the Dutch national team ended up stealing him. But despite that, it was Eddie Howe who came in, steered the ship, and got us to where we are. There were a lot of doubts because he's an Englishman managing in La Liga. Tactically, system-wise, things don't match. But he's managed to make things work brilliantly. And now for Season 3, it's time to go beyond. I do believe if we back Eddie Howe with the players he wants, we could compete for La Liga. But firstly, though, we do need to renew Eddie Howe's contract. Because, yeah, when we signed him, it was a 1-year deal. And now to renew him, his fee has just gone up, which makes sense because he's had a stellar season. But we're going to have to pay 8 million. Well, as the club owner, I better get to work, because we're going to need to sort out all our sponsors for the season to be able to afford that. Now, the good news is Kappa, who've been our long-standing kit partner literally from Season 1, they are more than happy to renew our contract, especially because Marco Morales, the Argentinian winger, is still at our club. He's now become the brand ambassador for Kappa, and I feel like as long as we keep Marco Morales, Kappa will continue to back us. By the way, last season, there were a few rumors linking Marco Morales away. In fact, the president of Barcelona himself said that Marco is the successor to Messi and at some point he will play at Barcelona. Thankfully, though, all of that was rubbish. We spoke with Marco. He said that if we qualified for Champions League, he'll stay for another season, that's for sure. And guess what? We did exactly that. So Marco is going nowhere. And that means Kappa is going nowhere. And they're offering 20 million to renew their contract, which I'm straight away signing. Also, there's a bit of a bonus. If we get Marco Morales to an 80 overall by the end of the season, they'll give us another 10 million, which could prove to be really useful. And there you go, boys. We're starting off with a budget of 20 million euros this season. But you know what? I don't even want to discuss hiring a new manager. We need to renew Eddie Howe's contract. Negotiations were pretty smooth. He likes being here. He likes seeing the direction this club is going. And just like that, 8 million is gone. We're down to 12. But we have our manager signed and secured. Eddie Howe is going to be staying for another season. Also, guys, I have just received a message from the La Liga president, Javier Tebas. Apparently, our current stadium is not eligible for the Champions League. If we don't at least 3x the capacity we have, UEFA is not going to allow us to compete in the Champions League. Okay, guys, currently, our stadium can house about 10,000 fans. Kind of makes sense as a Champions League club. We need a bigger stadium, but to 3x it, I mean, this stadium layout could work. It's going to cost us 10 million, though. That is outrageous. Basically, all the money we've got from the Kappa deal will be gone. But you know what? Being in the Champions League has its own privileges. I think we're going to do this. 10 million for this stadium upgrade. And there it is, boys. I do like having proper stands. It is going to be epic getting onto the pitch in this stadium. Hopefully, it's where we'll be lifting the La Liga trophy. But just like that, our budget is down to 2 million euros. Being in the Champions League has its own privileges. We're getting 25 million from the Champions League TV money deal. And this is why it's so important being in Europe's most elite club competition. It can change the trajectory of your club. And just like that, we're up to 27 million. Solid budget to be working with, I guess. Probably not enough though for Eddie Howe, because this season he really wants to try and take this team to the next level. In fact, there are multiple positions he wants me to start planning for new signings. Right back, he wants another option. Centre mid as well to add some more quality. And also even a winger. And yeah, we're not doing that with 27 million. Now, while things are looking bleak financially for us, look at our rivals Real Betis. They already stole Pepe Gordon from us. And look at the wonders he's done with players that were at our club. Chirino 82 rated. Cordoba 81. Oh man, I miss Cordoba so much. He was such a destroyer in that CDM role. I can't believe that Pepe Gordon has got Vargas playing to such a good level. Gabriel Silva is the one though. It makes me depressed knowing that he's not at our club. But guess what? Despite all of this, Real Betis have now found new investors, new ownership that are willing to back Pepe Gordon like never before. And I can't believe this, guys. Ryan Cherki to Real Betis. That is outrageous. He feels like the kind of player that would thrive under Pepe. I guess we're not going to have to worry about just Barcelona and Real Madrid this season. Real Betis are going to be a proper team. That makes it even more important that we can find funding for a shirt sponsor, get some more money added onto our budget so we can make signings, because we're going to have to compete in some way. And so when I received an email from a mysterious company, Norm Corp, I have no idea what they do. Their website has basically got some stuff about AI and whatnot, but they're offering us a 50 million check. They just want to be our shirt sponsor, no strings attached. It's a shady company, guys, but I think we take the money, especially when Real Betis have new ownership. Barcelona and Real Madrid are going to always have money. I'm taking it. What could go wrong? Signing the contract here with Norm Corp. And just like that, we now have the budget to build a squad that's ready for the Champions League. Now, before we start making improvements and new signings, gotta honor our best players from last season, especially since it was such a big season, qualifying for Champions League football. Now, goal of the season, I think it's gotta go to Pinto. Our rivals Real Betis are not gonna like this because Pinto kind of robbed them. He should have been sent off in a game against them and he wasn't. And we ended up winning that game, and that decision ended up being really crucial. So yeah, I'm sure Real Betis fans are not gonna like this, but Pinto, that goal was outrageous. For that, we're giving him the whipped pass plus. Pro's crossing is now going to be just insane. And now for player of the season, this one was a bit tricky. I thought about Marco Morales, but I do feel he was a bit inconsistent. Comes with age. Same with Gutierrez. Harvey Barnes was great all season, our top scorer. But then when I think about the most important player in our team, Esteban Benitez. The creativity he brought, he also scored, he also assisted, dominated the midfield, and he also had to adapt to Eddie Howe's new style of play, which he did brilliantly. And that's why I'm giving player of the season to my boy Benitez. Incisive pass plus, that's what he gets. Now, the only thing that's left before we can go out there and make signings is unveiling our new kits for the season. This is what we've got for our home kit. Bro, that Normcorp logo, it does look a bit sinister, man. I have no idea what this company does, but hey, they're sponsoring us, they're giving us the money. And you know what? This is a banging home kit. I like the purple goalkeeper kit as well, not bad at all. And this is what we have for our away kit as well again. Banging kits for this season. Hopefully, we're going to be cooking in the Champions League with them. I'm going to rate these kits a solid 9.5 out of 10. Let me know your ratings in the comments. And if y'all are excited for a brand new season of S2G Club the Football, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Now guys, while I was gearing up to start working on our transfer plans, I just got a message from our CDM Weeper. Remember the Dutchman, we signed him last season? He's a really solid player, can play in a variety of different positions, but it looks like he wants out. Apparently, that's because the Netherlands boss Xavi will not pick him because he plays for S2G Club the Football. Apparently, it's because he believes that we're a washed club. Bro, you literally signed for us and then abandoned us, and now you don't want to pick a player that's actually been really decent, 82 rated? That is crazy work from Xavi, bro. I remember I said that I won't sign another Dutch player, but the opportunity was too good with FIFA. But now I'm having to pay for it because he submitted a transfer request, and you know what? I don't even blame him. If being at our club is going to stop him from playing for his country, of course he's going to leave. And well, he's managed to secure a transfer to Ajax. 30 million is what we got for him. Now, budget-wise, it does put us at a good spot. 99 million euros to spend, but we've just lost out on a pretty key player. And I think that's going to be the first thing we do. Although we do have Exposito, who's now 75 rated at the age of 18. And I think that's why Eddie Howe has just told me he wants a veteran in that position. Makes sense, because there's no point getting a young player. Exposito is that kid. And okay guys, after a bit of scouting, I do like the option of Granit Xhaka. Yes, he can't run 44 pace, but we don't need him to run. He's got the perfect play styles for a CDM, I feel. I think he fits Eddie Howe's style of play. We know how aggressive this guy can get. And there you go guys, for 14 million, Granit Xhaka is now joining S2G Club the Football. Honestly, even though Weeper was a younger player, I think this might be better for the club because we've just got ourselves a leader, someone who's got World Cup experience, tons of Premier League, Bundesliga experience as well. And even though he's 35, I feel like he can still contribute. The biggest benefit of signing him is I feel like he's going to really help Exposito get better, probably mentor him. So yeah, at least we've solved the CDM position and now tackling the other stuff with the 83 million that we've got left. Now, Gutierrez would have been one player we'd look to replace, but last season, something clicked for him and he started scoring goals for fun, finished on 18 La Liga goals for the season. And that's why we're going to continue backing him. A midfielder now is, I feel like, a bigger priority because Vergara, I think he's soon getting into territory where he'll be a good option off the bench, but as a starter, probably not. Now, a player I'm really liking, and I think that would be perfect in our system, Manzambi. Coincidentally, he's also Swiss, and maybe Granit Xhaka could help broker this deal for us. In fact, I've already got him speaking to Manzambi to see if he'll be interested in joining us, and it looks like we've got the green light. And I'm looking at his stats, a very well all-rounded player with incredible dribbling. He could be the kind of player that gets us out of situations in midfield. Him, Xhaka, as well as Benitez could prove to be a really good trio. Manzambi was also insane, by the way, at the World Cup, so we know at the big occasion he can step up. And honestly, the fee doesn't seem too bad. I think I can get him for just about under 44 million. Actually, let's not be stingy on this, because Manzambi is a player that can really grow a lot. He's only 22, guys. This would be an incredible signing. 44 million is going to be my offer. They're willing to do it with a sell-on clause. I genuinely can't help but think that this is one of the best signings we've ever made. Might just be the best. And there's Xhaka, man. Already playing a big impact off the pitch, helping us get this deal over the line. Honestly, guys, our team is looking so well balanced. I think we're ready for the La Liga season ahead. We do still have 40 million left, but the gaffer has given me instructions not to do anything with it yet. He wants to first assess our squad in these early La Liga games and then make a call on what positions need improvements. Now, based on what I think, right back is a spot the team needs some quality. Probably goalkeeper position as well. Wouldn't mind a better centre back. Even the left wing position with Harvey Barnes, because he's 30, could be a place to get an upgrade. But of course, we can't do all of that. We don't have unlimited money. Not like Real Betis, man. Because they just keep strengthening their squad. Unai Simon has now joined them as well. They're really building a super team. For now, we're just going to focus on our La Liga campaign. We're starting things off against Valencia, and I'm sure Eddie Howe is looking at what area the team needs improvements. For now, I'm really excited about Manzambi's debut. Already, he feels dribbling-wise better than anything we've got. Look at him drive through the midfield. And let's see if he can play the ball as well. Now, good ball for Gutierrez. Maybe a first goal. Oh, Gutierrez. That is something about him. You give him the tap-ins, he will usually score them, but anything else, it gets a bit iffy. Now, I remember last season, it was our debut season in La Liga, and we were a bit off. It took us a while to get going. This time around, I don't want that to happen. I want to, from straight away, start winning La Liga games. Maybe with Granit Xhaka now, a part of our club, we should be able to do that. We're having to defend a little bit here. Granit Xhaka coming up with the interception there. Good to see. Yo, Valencia putting us under tremendous pressure. We're having to defend quite a bit. Prado with the big save. Although the refs called it back for a foul right at the edge of the box. Bro, I'm being shameless. I'm putting someone on the line here because I'm really worried as Marquez clears it away. But yo, we're getting absolutely cooked. Prado again with the save. I'm starting to feel like maybe last season was a bit of a fluke. Though we, of course, got top focus. Right now, we're getting pummeled by Valencia. Okay, now Granit Xhaka is trying to get this midfield under control. He looks for Manzambi, and here what we can do. Manzambi trying to feed Marco Morales. They were not on the same wavelength. The idea was there. By the way, for someone who dribbles this well, Manzambi is a huge player. I think he's 6 foot tall. There he is now. What can he do, Manzambi? Getting it inside for Gutierrez. Heavy first touch, but we get it to Harvey Barnes. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. At least we're now creating chances. Ooh, Granit Xhaka's on the set piece. We know he's good with the deliveries. That's a decent ball in. Cleared away, though. We're never good with corners. Although we're trying to maybe do something here. Luis Araujo striking that one. Bro has probably been waiting for an opportunity to shoot on goal. Because don't forget, guys, he started off his career as a right winger. And under Eddie Howe, he's been stellar in that right back position. But saying that, we could use an upgrade in the right back spot. Because as good as Luis Araujo is going forwards, defensively, sometimes he does make a lot of mistakes. Benitez taking a good touch. And here he goes, holding off players. Trying to see that pass through for Manzambi. Could be a debut goal. How is that saved? Okay, now there's a lot of space to work with as we look for Manzambi, who looks to find Gutierrez, who's got himself onside. Gutierrez gets his first goal of the season. He will miss chances, but he gets into those positions more often than anyone else. And by the way, that was a Manzambi assist. I'm telling you, bro, the 2 Swiss players that we've brought in, they're going to end up being tremendous. For Xhaka already winning the ball there. Looks for Manzambi. It's like they've got a telepathic connection. Now we're trying to find Marco Morales, who does well. Cutting it back for Gutierrez, who almost doubled up our lead. And Xhaka now with the delivery. Header by Bassi. I'm telling you, man, with Xhaka, our set pieces look a lot better. Harvey Barnes now looking to maybe create something. As what is he doing? I have no idea, but we still have kept the ball. Benitez now on the turn. Looking for Marco Morales. That first touch. Can he finish? Oh, come on. The keeper stopped it. That first touch, though, from Marco was something special. And full time, guys, a 1-0 win, a clean sheet. I feel like this clean sheet is going to change Eddie Howe's mind of getting defensive improvements. Maybe Luis Araujo can improve in that right back spot because everybody else was locked in today's game. Maybe then the improvement needs to come in the attack. Because, yeah, we did look short of firepower today. And I'm looking at Harvey Barnes' position. He's not the fastest of wingers. Plus, at the age of 30, his pace is going to start dipping. Maybe that's what Eddie Howe's thinking, but it's going to be a hard call for him because Barnes is his boy. The first signing he made me make. Maybe he drops him to the bench and signs a different winger. Because I can see Barnes still playing a big impact off the bench. Now, while Eddie Howe is figuring out what needs to be done, we do have another La Liga game against Alaves, and I want to keep our winning streak going because I'm sure our rivals are going to be doing exactly that this season. I want to see if we can push for the title. Because when you've got players like Benitez who can do that water ball for Morales, he couldn't control it. But by the way, Exposito is back in the lineup as well. He's going to play a big part this season because Xhaka probably can't play 2 games in a row. Uh-oh, looks like we are getting caught out here and Prado couldn't stop that. Alaves have the lead. This is where Luis Araujo sometimes gets caught out here and he can't really make the best of tackles. We have been caught out down this left flank. Another chance possibly for Alaves here. Oh, Pinto, what a defensive challenge that was. I don't know how he did it. We're still having to defend more and we can't because Alaves have made it 2-0 now. Well, maybe our analysis of the first game was totally wrong because maybe we do need defensive reinforcements. Manzambi does well to find Harvey Barnes, and now it is Benitez, but we're not looking like on the same wavelength compared to last season. I don't know what's happening. We're going to need Pinto here to drive the ball forward. He looks for Harvey Barnes, which is great. Who's going to cut this one back? No! Barnes, what was that? A simple cut back to Marco Morales, then we'd be back in the game. But okay, Marco now sees a lot of space. Harvey Barnes this time tries to cut it back. Not the best of balls here, and we're in a tough spot. We try to find a pass, it does not work out. Harvey Barnes is having the worst game of his life. I don't know if maybe Barnes has heard the rumors about him being dropped to the bench because he can't seem to get a foot right. Benitez, and look at the space. We look for Marco Morales. Can he control it? The angle is too tough, so he gets it back. Still Marco. He can't get the shot off. But Luis Araujo, look at how far forward he's come. Pushing. Looking for Manzambi now with a bit of dribbling. Can he get the ball back inside? That's the big question. Still Manzambi looking for maybe a shot. There is space opening up. He goes for goal, but where does he put that? Changes are being made. The experienced Xhaka is on the pitch now. Now on the counter-attack, we're trying to do something here. Gutierrez, brilliant leave. Harvey Barnes surely has to score this. And no! That was the simplest chance he could get. Harvey Barnes, now he's not been in good form at all. He releases this one for Pinto. Now it's Benitez, who's in a great spot. Even he can't score. Alaves have completely parked the bus. This is really tough to deal with now. Harvey Barnes looking to try and open up some space. Sees Pinto making a run. We're trying to get this one inside. What is happening here? Gutierrez tries a fake shot there. But this ends in an embarrassing 2-0 defeat. And now there are even more question marks on how should we spend our money left. Because we clearly didn't look like a team that can compete for La Liga. Forget the Champions League. 2 games in and it's been a rough start to La Liga, I'd say. 2-0 defeat to Alaves, bro. That is just embarrassing. We're down to 12th right now. And I've spoken with the gaffer. And it looks like even he's deciding between whether to get a new left winger or a new right back, and he's not seemingly made a decision just yet. Do you know what? The way Harvey Barnes played, I am feeling we might need some more attacking firepower, to be honest. But I guess after we wrap up this game against Mallorca, that's when Eddie Howe will make the call and we can act on it. Alright, we're facing Mallorca and we got to try and bounce back. Don't want to go back-to-back in terms of defeat. Xhaka already doing well, keeping hold of the ball. And I think we got to use his passing range. Good ball out wide for Luis Araujo. That was a peach. And now we're moving the ball again nicely. Benitez waiting for some options. No options coming though. Manzambi's there in space. Out wide for Morales. Good couple of touches, but it's so tough. I feel like compared to last season, teams now know what to expect from us. And they're defending a lot more deep. And that allows them on the counter to have chances. Prado with the save. Morales seeing Luis Araujo making the run. It's brilliant. He looks for a crossing. Manzambi scores, but it's offside. I thought that was going to be his first ever goal for us. Yeah, he was miles offside. He should have held his run. Gutierrez looking for Manzambi. Already one of his goals was disallowed. Not this time. He gets his first goal for S2G Club the football. Well, we might be conceding though right now, which is so frustrating right after we took the lead. Okay, Bassi, that was a challenge. I didn't feel it was necessary, but it worked. And now can we make the most of it in the attack? Benitez looking to find space. Luis Araujo has been asked to make that run. He has. Cut back inside. Manzambi again. This time he kept himself onside. We've got our lead back. Zambi now on a hat-trick, by the way. He wants it. Roman Zombie's genuinely having the game of his life. Look at him link up. And now it's Harvey Barnes. Maybe it's time for him to finally score. Oh, he puts it wide. Where has Harvey Barnes' form gone, man? Because last season it felt like he couldn't stop scoring. Pinto right now. Oh, good delivery into the box. Gutierrez trying to attack it. Oh, he gets the loose ball. What can Guti do? Nah, he can't get past him. I don't like this, man. How easily are we getting opened up? Prado with the save. It's off the post. That is so lucky. Remember, it's only one goal separating us and Mallorca. This could really end badly if we don't push. This is bad now. Oh, we can't defend at all. We're lucky that goes wide. Benitez looks for Manzambi. Oh, that control is there. He puts it back in. Gutierrez, it was on a platter for him, and the tap-in merchant puts it home. Guys, I can't lie. Manzambi might genuinely already be our best player. He is just a phenomenal footballer. And now Marco Morales goes down pen. Looks like the ref is not favoring us compared to last season. Okay, if Mallorca score now, things could get really tricky, and they don't. Bro, we're just gifting a goal back right now. What is that? It's offside. I can't believe Mallorca did that. Stupid football from them behind works out well for us. We're still leading 3-1, but it still feels like this game is not over. Okay, but now it is. We do get the win. The question now is, what is Eddie Howe gonna do? How are we gonna spend that 40 million we've got left? And alright guys, it seems like Eddie Howe has made his decision. He wants to trust Luis Araujo a bit longer in that right back position, and that's why I've been told to bring in a new left winger. And one suggestion from Eddie Howe was to bring another player he's coached before, Anthony Gordon, who has now moved to Man United. Okay guys, this is not happening. We don't have the facilities for this transfer. We might be able to do it if we put Harvey Barnes in a swap deal or something. That could genuinely be the play, you know. But wait a minute guys, I'm just getting an email from our finance department. The check we received from Norm Corp, it has bounced. That money never came. And oh my days, our budget right now, it's in the negative. Minus 16 million. We have a hole that's worth 50 million in our bank account. This is crazy, bro. I did a bit more investigation on that company. It's complete fugazi. It doesn't exist. And this is after we signed a player like Manzambi, Xhaka as well. We are literally in the negative. Bro, in this current scenario, before the window ends, we need to generate 16 million in cash. I feel we've only got two options here. One is maybe find a new shirt sponsor, but I don't think they're going to give us a good deal because it's so rushed. But at least it might help us cover our losses, get our budget back into the positive. The other option is, of course, not having a shirt sponsor. Maybe trying to get one later on. But for that, we're going to have to make a sale worth 16 million before the window ends. One thing's for sure, Eddie Howe is not going to be a happy man because we're not going to be able to make any more signings. What we have is what we have, and it could get worse. One of these players could end up leaving. I cannot believe we've been scammed. I should have known when I was looking at Normcorp's website, man. It did look really shady, but I just got greedy, man. The money was too good. I need your help, guys, now in the comments. Which one of these players do we sacrifice to get this club financially afloat? The best way to put it is, which departure would impact us the least in La Liga and the Champions League? It's going to be a tough call to make. We probably need to choose a player that we have a lot of squad depth for, but this is not going to be an easy call, man. And we've only got less than a week to finalize it. I can't believe in a season where we've qualified for Champions League, we're having to deal with this. But hey, this is S2G Club the Football. Whatever challenges come at us, we'll face it head on. Now, while you wait for the next episode, click here to watch S2GFC Premier League Edition.